Yes, hello, both YouTube and Twitch. It's late night. It's a full-on 1 a.m. at my place, and as late as it is, it's great that I can finally get to stream. I've been out for the pretty much
Okay
like nearly.
guys, take notes. Greater than Kucky says he's gonna be a little late. Greater than he's gonna be hella late. Greater than Kucky says he's gonna do a quick stream. Greater than multiply the said number of hours at least by 2.
That's a pretty good strat. Yes, I did say that I was going to stream. What was my stated stream time? 2.5 hours ago, and yeah, this is the timing that I chose to stream right about now. Okay, originally when I streamed at this point in time, I was going to do icebreaker games, but it's quite late at night, and like I don't really want to stream throughout my house as I'm playing icebreaker games, so I won't be doing icebreaker games right now. Instead, though, there's actually a lot of news that I get to catch up from this point in time. Here's the thing that I intend to play Lone Trail Rerun together with you guys. So instead of doing Icebreaker today, I actually will focus on Lone Trail Rerun. But you're probably gonna see more of me talking about stuff rather than playing Lone Trail. Because there's a lot of things that I want to catch up online. And they're not things that I feel very good about, but I personally want to read it and I'll read it together with you guys. It's with regards to Arknights news, it's with regards to random things that popped up on my Twitter, and I bookmarked a few stuff that I want to read in my free time. But instead, I decided I'll save them for the stream itself. But howsoever it is, a lot of it will still be AK related nonetheless. It is the end of my semester already. Nearly. I still have one final exam, but honestly, it's just a singular exam, and afterwards, there's just nothing much left for me. So as of today pretty much marks the closure of my semester. So that means I've submitted some of my final pieces of work. I completed my final presentations, and that also means that I'm blessed. I have a lot more free time now. I can make videos. Videos will come back. Streams will come back. Everything is all back on track. Okay. I'll take a while to recuperate and get back to the groove, but yeah, basically I will be a lot more alive than what I am. Yeah, I'll probably be delivering
Arknights
weekly
Weekly's go.
weekly again from the coming week onwards. So both channels will come back alive. And there will be a lot of stuff that I want to finally be able to talk about and post on the various channels. So that's the good news to share with you guys. I'll get to be able to play more games, so that's why I schedule a reverse stream tomorrow. Although I'm a little bit nervous about pulling off a reverse stream tomorrow. The reason is that I'm not wearing my best headphones right now. Okay, to be fair, this is my best headphones. This is what is this? The Sony XM5. But uh the usual headphone that you all see me wear is the HyperX headphones. And the headphones is not dead. It's still a nice working functional headphones. The only issue is the leather of the ear cups are dead. So it's to the point that I can no longer attach the ear cups back into my headphones. So I needed to go and purchase new headphones. New ear cups basically, and they are in the midst of delivery. So I can't wear these headphones for now. That's why I have a substitute headphones on me. It might not have the best settings, but so far from what I can see, volume stuff are fine. I don't know if it affects my microphone. Lately I've been realizing that my noise cancellation isn't working as good. There's way more feedback. So if you guys hear more of the house, I apologize. It's not intentional. But yeah. I will give a lot more sharing as to like how things will be from next week onwards. And all the new stuff that I want to try out. But for now, I will still take it as it's a bit of a relaxation time. So yeah. Oh, my volume is very low. You mean my microphone volume feels very low? Is it? Wait. Let me check. Like now, maybe? Yeah, okay. Seems good. Will we hear more from the house? No, of course. If it's later in the night, you won't hear much in the house because my family is sleeping at this point in time. Let me put my iPad away. Hold on. Yes. With it being the end of my semester, do I have any stories that I intend to share? No. I just finally can relax, be done with my work. So yeah. There's a lot of news that I did say that I want to cover. So less about me, I think, for this point in time. I'll share more about me probably during a chatting stream, I think. To be fair, this is a chatting stream, but I think this chatting stream will be more about discussing things that has happened within the AK space. So we'll look to it. And then once I'm done, we'll play some Lone Trail. Okay. Icebreaker rerun, I'll still play it, but I think I'll play it more towards the point in time when the event is ending. All right, we'll see to that. Have I seen the AK and Limbus trailer? Okay, you see, that's the thing. That's the first thing that we're going to talk about. And trust me, whatever that we're going to talk about isn't going to take like 5 minutes. I actually think we're about to enter a 30-minute convo about AK and Limbus because it felt like a very like harmless, nothing goes wrong kind of collab. But I have no idea like why there is I won't say the controversy is very big, but there's a certain extent of people who are angry at it, and it's guessable stuff. So yeah. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm seeing it on my Twitter right now. I really don't understand how these flooded my Twitter, but it flooded my Twitter enough for me to say, what the hell is up with the world? So we will see. Okay, anyways, we start off from the trailer itself, okay? Of course I know about the AK and Limbus stuff. Why wouldn't I know? Mic needs goals a little higher. My mic isn't high enough, really. How is it now? To be fair, I wonder what microphone is my mic capturing. Is it capturing my headphones or is it capturing... Like, I hope it's capturing the correct thing. It should be capturing my... Do I sound the same as my other streams? Because my headphones comes with a mic. I don't understand if, like, it's taking my headphones mic or my HyperX mic. I sound the same? Okay, so it is my HyperX mic. Wait, if I lower this, do I become softer? Oh, yes, I do become... Yeah, I do become softer. Okay. So, okay. There you go. It is this mic then. No, I just toggled the dial. I was quite afraid that the headphones trigger. Alright, let's watch this. Where can I see the Limbus stream itself? Is it here? Limbus stream. No, Limbus Company. Oh, it's just a 20-second teaser. Okay. When did they show this in the stream? Was this like the last thing that they showed? That's a very short promo. Where was it? Oh, it's here.
예정입니다. 처음 다시 한번 이제 첫 했던 것처럼 두 번째로 홍보자들이 그래서 아직 정보를
Hello?
팀장분이 가서 강연도 하셨었죠. 이제 샹하이 또 이게 신중하게 하고 싶어서 그래서 이제 보여드릴.
Wait, there's a lot. Whoa, how long of the stream did they use to discuss this? 10 minutes. Is it 10 minutes? 10 minutes of the stream. Mate, why is the meat of the stream a collab? I mean, yeah, cool, but that's a big percentage of the stream. I mean, even AK never really bothered to like feed collab information so heavily in their streams. Wait. I swear, does the dev stream with his like mouse and everything on the screen? That's kind of funny. Have I seen a debut stream? I remember that when Limbus did one of the streams recently, they had the whole scarf setup where like they were literally on OBS preparation at that point. And then they were still fiddling with the settings. And then the stream just went on. Oh my god, he still resizes the screen while he's doing this. Mate, my guy does not prepare OBS scenes. All he does is have one single OBS screen and then resizes as he needs to. Holy shit. That's a game dev stream right there.
치고 막 난리했는데 네. 아무튼 이게 콜라보 이제 오늘 2000 이게 왜냐하면은
September or October of 2025. Oh, that's quite far. That's a whole year. Crossover event length will be somewhere between a mini episode and an intervallo. 4 Sinners and Operator Eagles. Do they mean that 4 AK characters will blend into the main characters? Because my memory of Limbus is that there's like 12 characters or something. And then afterwards, the characters have variants. So I'm assuming the variants of the characters become some of the AK characters. Announcer? What's announcer supposed to be? We were invited to Hypergraph headquarters, exchanged merch of our respective games, and had a fruitful discussion. Okay. Nice artwork. Whose artwork is this supposed to be? Due to real-life limitation, releasing crossover items for all 12 Sinners is difficult. Oh. But like, you don't have to. After a long discussion, we decided on 4 Sinners to collaborate with. Must Hypergriff be involved in the decision-making of the 4 Sinners? I would think that that's just within the company themselves. Not so much that Hypergriff needs to, unless Hypergriff cares that there's some law accuracy involved when it comes to who in Limbus Company takes on the AK characters. Though this is still very early for a full-on reveal, we want to avoid long period of speculation and disappointment. Wait. Now, here's the thing. I might not have much knowledge of running a company, but I'm pretty certain there is more danger in revealing things early than later. Cause it's like, if you already have the information, why don't you just release it now? Actually, that is my biggest question to it. Like, if you already know who the 4 characters are, you have already had the game assets, why not just release it now? D2 collab? No, it's not that. It's okay that they announce that they have an event, but this is announcing the event in detail. There's a difference, right? That you're telling me what's gonna happen. So where is there not a risk that it doesn't happen? Because if you think D2 collab, right? D2 collab didn't happen. But the good thing is they didn't reveal details. No, there's a difference between. Here's the thing. It's like, oh, Honkai is gonna collab with Fate. Cool. But you don't know who in Fate is gonna exist, right? And if down the road something in development goes off, then oh shit, the event got called off. But on the other way of seeing it, if you put too much details, you run the problem where if it gets called off, you fucked up. I'm not saying that it will get called off, by the way. It's just, to me, on a business standpoint, I think there's a lot more risk of disappointment to review everything 1 year before what the content will be. Not that it is a bad thing, don't get me wrong. It's just atypical. People don't exactly reveal details that early. I think this guy's just excited, which I'm not faulting him for.
그래도 12명 중에 호감자인데 들이냐면은
Okay, but this is only revealing the sinners, right? Feature operators paired with each sinner will be revealed on a later date. Okay, then I think that's not bad. Sorry, then I'm mistaken. I thought they're referring to like which AK characters would have appeared. Because if it's a matter of which AK characters appeared, then yeah, that's very weird. But it's like, okay, fine, this is which characters in the game are receiving changes. So, okay, fair. Reimagined versions of outfits and combat skills were based on the pet, okay. Crossover content will be an ego instead of identities, as identities are often affected by the perception of their in-story and in-lore strength. It's the first ever limited extraction for Limbus Company due to the nature of the crossover, but because we really wanted to do a crossover event with Arknights, because it seems interesting, we decided to proceed with the crossover. Oh, there's some translation errors here, isn't there? 由于这是一次联动活动，所以这将成为编 something 公司首次的完全限定卡池。我们很希望和名目方舟联动，也认为联动会非常有趣，因此确定推进联动。Mate, even the Chinese doesn't sound grammatically correct. I think they just meant. Wait. Any Korean readers? I think something went wrong with the translation. I don't quite understand the English. I mean, I tried to read in Chinese, hoping that the Chinese language will be clearer. An operator from Arknights will be featured and sold as an announcer. Well, who will that be? Did the shit replay in the middle of the stream? Wait, there's no way.
서로
Did it?
예고로 콜라보로 나오나 싶고 알려드립니다. 네, 그렇게 해가지고 림버스
It
컴퍼니의
didn't. He just showed the screen.
콜라보레이션 재밌게
I thought he replayed the freaking trailer a few
이렇게
times.
되고
Okay. I mean, yeah, okay, so this is a one-way collab. Arknights received nothing. Confirmed that it's Haimao stated that there isn't any like special details or anything that they will announce later. They just say it's one way. So nothing from Limbus enters AK, only AK characters will be going into Limbus. Which is it strange? I don't know. I'm not like yes or no about it, as to whether that will happen. But I feel like, despite it not being two ways, I think there will still be a small amount of like, how do I explain this? Items that might enter AK. They might just celebrate it with maybe a furniture. That's pretty much it. So yeah, this is a limited banner for the first time in history because it's a collab. But because we like collaborating with AK and thought it would be fun, we proceeded with it. Okay. Yeah, then that makes sense. That's a much more perfect translation. They one way cause Limbus Company has no CN server. Because Limbus Company has no CN server. But AK has collabed with many things that has nothing to do with CN servers. That's a very weird reason. So yeah. It's strange, but you do feel like something will come because it's far away, so time will tell. No, I don't think anything will come. I don't think AK will receive anything from this collab. At all. It's due to the violence, blood, and gore in Limbus. Oh yeah. That was one of the claims that I recall hearing about. That like, people said that Limbus may have trouble to collab with AK just because of age restrictions or like the content that happens. Which some people then argued, oh, but AK is the same. But in a way, while AK is the same, there is a certain extent of like censorship in a sense where we don't feature as much blood, we don't feature as much gore per se. We imply those violence, we imply those scenes, but we've never actually visually depicted it while Limbus does that. So yeah. Yeah, I know Hortus had a severed head, which is like, whoa, that's rare. How did they even allow that? But it's not often. You know, we don't end up seeing 10 times more severed head after that one severed head. So yeah. So there's that. Okay. I guess I'm excited for the collab, but I'm not someone who play Limbus myself. Would I play Limbus? I don't know. I'll think about it. But the thing that I'm more curious by is the people reacting to the collab. Because there's a lot of strange, angry reactions, and I really don't understand why. So there's this that just popped up on my side. This isn't the first time AK supposedly compromised on his morals to pander to anti-feminists. What the fuck is this shit? Like, I'm so perplexed. Arknights has also happily capitulated to himself, so their record was never clean either. Remember that gacha companies are not your friends and only care about profit margins at the end of the day. And what's the point that you're making? Yeah, it's true. But if it's a good game, you'll still play it. You want to pay, you pay. You don't want to pay, you don't pay. That's all.
Hello, Kucky.
This isn't worth it. No, there's a very, very long thread. But this shit was so funny. Wait, I want to read this one. This shit was so funny that I'm interested to read it. Some people are mad because they idolize Hypergriff. Well, spend time on better things. Okay, so this is what happened after the announcement of the AK and Limbus Company collaboration. Yeah, so pretty much supported Project Moon since they were popular. Project Moon gathered a lot of users. Please remember that Twitter is an echo chamber. No, I'm not like taking Twitter words as word for word, but I'm also interested to see just what the frick is the train of thought that some people are having towards this and the anger that resolves it. At the end of the day, I don't think it's about me wanting to disacknowledge that, you know, these people's views are necessarily wrong just because people aren't actually taking on the opinion. But then again, I still want to see what the thinking about towards these things. So, okay, we start from here. Project Moon gathered a lot of users because they are underdog. And after the launching on Limbus Company, recognition of Project Moon have widely spread overseas. This was kind of good since we wanted our game to be popular. And that's how it became. I knew about Project Moon because of Lobotomy Corporation, actually. In fact, now that I'm like done with my semester and exams and all, I'm actually very excited to play Lobotomy again. Like, lobotomy, I think it's a pretty fun game. So yeah. I mean, you're dial down and chill down on like what you think of the situation first. Let me just read it because I know some of you have your own opinions, but let's read it together one by one. Okay. Incels, feminists, whatsoever, like oil and water, though we were different, at least we had one thing in common. We just loved Limbus Company. Well, we did not care this a lot, just ignoring each other. But however, the problem began because of that. Yeah, so this was an old situation, right? But yeah, I don't mind the recap. Let's get the recap, okay? Yes, and I know Suno covered it. Lots of you guys would know Ishmael, this girl and her ego Korean users had some dissatisfaction in the game management since they had a bunch of errors, and launching them became the start of everything. The reason why the Korean male users did not like her ego was because she did not show her bare skin, or something similar to with well-known swimsuits, or one that shows her body line. Instead started to complain that Project Moon did not care about male users. You know, I really wonder about the culture that Korea has. Like, it's genuinely so bad that I don't understand why. It doesn't just come in the form of games. It also comes in the form of real life that I've come to learn. I have friends who work in like various companies, and I find it strange that in recent times, at least from friends that I have, I hear a lot of stories about Korean workers and how there's a lot of like misogyny that comes in it. The assumption of you're a girl and therefore you should be this. There's not so much of like you're a guy and therefore you should be that. Like girls kind of take the brunt of it. And I don't really understand why. We can say that it's similar to Japan, but I think Japan in a way is still to an extent respectful of genders. So yeah. Male character Sinclair then showed off his skin, wearing a choker and a jacket. Only the amount of bare skin shown on the ego was the point of everything. Then they started to argue this may be the hidden intention to users, and Project Moon just hates male users. Huh? If you want to gain with skinship, why don't you just change game? Why is it so hard? Like, there is many other games where there's 0 men and you can simply play them. But it's so weird that you take it upon a company when it's their own creative direction. When you don't like someone's creative direction, you could try to bully your way through and say, I don't like your work. But at the end of the day, that's just very ineffective. You just inhibit someone's thought. So there's nothing that you can really complain about. If you really don't like it, just get off. For the context, you must know what Balka, or in other words, spy cam porn in South Korea is. Yeah, this is a very bad situation. It's bad enough in Korea. Again, this I find it strange. There is a baseline assumption that when it comes to like gender issues or issues of like perversion in a sense, many people have the assumption that it occurs a lot in Japan. Not to say that it doesn't happen in Japan, but it strangely happens more in Korea. It's so much so that Korea instilled a law that phone cameras must come with a function that whenever you take a picture, you need to have the sound on. So even if your phone is on silent mode, if you're taking a selfie, a photo, or whatever, there will be a very audible Click. Isn't this a Japan feature? I don't think it's a Japan feature. It's Korea. At least my vivid memory is that Korea has it, but in Japan, do they have it as well? Also, both countries use it. Korea phones camera sound on. They're required by law to make a shutter sound when a phone is taken, when a photo is taken. So I guess it's both. This was a very new law. It was passed only recently. I mean, you can see it's 5 years ago. Which is surprising because like when a country instills that law, it goes to say that there's a very serious problem within the country. It seems to be an always on thing with Samsung phones, but Samsung phones in my country don't have that. Why do they do that? It's so that they prevent perverted acts from people. You know. By the way, I know some of you are saying that the thread I'm reading might be biased, that sort of thing. I don't care. I just want to read on the situation. You know, I can filter through the biasness. Because at the end of the day, this is still someone presenting on what he feels the situation. Arguing that the illustrator must be radical feminist or what, blah, blah, blah. And also saying that she disagreed. Okay, wait, this is random. Not showing her bare skin, fingers as male hate emojis. Literally everything that was told in the recent 2020 to 2022 related insults discussed. And this is the point. Why do Arknights who strongly support Women's Day and child rights should have a promotion, should have collaboration with Project Moon? I think we live in a time that companies don't exactly care. They're not want to stand for like, oh, we're here to support gay rights for the month. We're here to support Women's Day. And then in the next moment, they decide to collab with someone that doesn't support it. That's not what's on their mind. You know, we don't make friends with people just because they think the same way. You might meet someone down the street in your dating time, in your school, that you realize they don't think the same way as you. Does that stop you from being friends with them? If that's you, that's just a you problem. But for many of us, we don't give a fuck because we understand that differences matter. Like, that's just how we are. Like, if you don't like the decision of someone, either you encourage that, you know, that person doesn't take the decision if you think it really matters. Or if it doesn't, then drop the person that you care about. In this case, if you care about AK apparently needing to stand for the correct things and a collaboration just means they don't, then, you know, just get the fuck out. All right. This is where it goes on the gutter. Okay, let's read it. I think this is going to be the views of quite several people. So if you want a complete explanation in EN, go find out. You won't upload this since you're Korean. You're just explaining since you're pissed off. They've mentioned that the removal of her from Project Moon was because of her words in the past. Okay, this is business. Disrupt their business during the contract, we can accept it. Ah, fuck, I need to go and remind myself what this situation is again. Should I go watch Tsuno's video again? Have I not watched that part when I watched Tsuno's video last time? On the female staff that got fired? Oh, I didn't watch that part. It was the very last part. Should I watch it?
Hey,
Which one is it again? Is it this one?
you love and Soul Silver going on, but how terribly
No.
that line
Was it
is
this one?
aged.
Which one was it? Oh, so it is this one. The Fandom War one? Was it this?
These streams where he titles them Giving to explain. So I've been making videos about Project Moon's games for a while now, with the older ones being unlisted because I just don't think they're up to my current quality of video. And recently I've begun to make less and less videos about their games, which I'll get into why later. But for now I want to talk about all the harassment I've received from the Project Moon fandom. So throughout my videos on Limbus, I've talked mad shit about basically any character in the game. Pick one, I've probably slandered them. Reason behind that is simply, they're not real, so what does it matter? Now see, the thing with that, and which I've seen throughout making this video, is people view fictional characters as real, and somehow get exceedingly mad when you make fun of them. Now within some respects I can understand that.
Yeah, I can understand that as well, but there's a certain extent where when you blur the line between fictional and reality so hard, there is a genuine problem.
Like if somebody looked at a gay character in a game and was exceedingly homophobic to them, then it's understandable to dislike that person. After all, what they're making fun of stops being just fiction and borders into a group of people who exist in the real world. But if somebody says a character looks stupid, then what kind of detachment from reality do you need to have hate that actually real person on behalf of pixels? So with that in mind, let's look through the videos I've been harassed about. I jokingly tier listed how crazy each of the characters in the game were. Said about the stupidest non-serious shit imaginable. I was bullshitting for that entire video. Quite frankly, I did not believe anyone would be able to take it seriously. Yeah, got harassed for that one. Made videos just playing through the game and joking around, got harassment from that. Made a short where I insulted all the sinners in the game, people viewed that shit as killing Franz Ferdinand. Made a joke where I said people who are fans of this character should play Blue Archive, and people utterly despise that one, but
I mean, that's on you for making that joke, but it is funny.
still find that shit high-key funny. Helped start a meme where the joke was that one character was a fraud. That caused many people to shit talk me. Someone also wanted to kill me for this thumbnail. Fucked if I can tell you why.
What the fuck is this title? Does the fanboy break the game? Oh man, if I've been running thumbnails like this on my channel.
And the harassment doesn't stop at death threats. I've had people accuse me of shit that genuinely pisses me off. Like, the death threats and harassment is largely from dumbasses, so I'm able to ignore it. But some people found the need to say some interesting things about me. That being, I'm misogynistic, transphobic, even going so far as to say the T-slur in one of my videos, which, believe me, I want to find out where the fuck that shit is. I'm really curious. Now apparently, I'm also homophobic. And that one in particular pisses me off. Not to say the others don't, as seeing people completely disregard my character for, honestly, I don't know why, but seeing people lie about my values as a person fucking sucks. But hearing that I'm apparently homophobic is especially fucked because, here's the thing. I've never said it on a video, and I'll probably never say it again on a video. Main reason is because my family watches my videos, and that is a conversation I do not want to have. But I mean, fuck, we're an hour into this shit, I'll take my chances. Yep, your boy's bisexual. I mean, if you've been watching my content
That's the fucking funniest random drop in the video review that I've had to see. Bless you and your family.
for a minute, I feel as though if anything, you would be surprised to hear that I've never said that before in a video. Within a serious light, I've made jokes alluding to it in the past. But it does piss me off to see people spread lies that I hate, essentially myself. The funniest part is, if you've watched
What?
my videos, you'd be surprised to hear that people
Holy shit, people are mad, harsh. Like, why? I mean, you know, being someone who's on YouTube or Twitch, I'd imagine that there are people who don't exactly like me, which is fine. It exists. But I don't feel like I've exactly seen to this extent. I hope I don't, but I know it will happen at some point. It's just Fuck, man. Like, why, why are people like this?
Will think I'm homophobic, but I'm pretty sure those people just haven't at all, and for whatever reason find the need to say that I am. Which, if you're gonna view those words with any power or importance behind them, if you care to actually mean what you're saying, as those words should hold actual importance behind them, make sure you're not using it against people who are in that group. So to recap, I've made videos slandering fictional characters, and due to that people have wanted to kill me, say I'm any phobic term under the sun, and have harassed me a lot due to these joke videos that I cannot believe people would find serious. Yet I wouldn't even say I have it the worst. Hell, one of my friends, Dino Dave, made a review of Limbus Company a year after its release, sort of like a recap. And in it, he wasn't the most kind to the game, and honestly some of his points were high-key stupid. I don't really agree with a lot of the points in the video, but it's someone's opinion on a game, and inherently it's not really important. If he despises the game, then the sun still works, there's still oxygen to breathe, he didn't actively hurt a sentient being, and my heart is still beating. I'll be fine. Yet somehow, I feel I'm the only person with that perspective. Some people took this video as a war declaration. I'm not saying you gotta like it, but calm down. Straight up, he's been, and is still to this day, being insulted for his opinion on the game. And in the future, that's probably gonna continue. Hell, I even saw someone use his name as a slur. It was a Reddit post where the creator of it was saying people are Dino Dave alts because they lacked reading comprehension in regards to the recent story chapter. I would like to imagine it was said as a joke, and honestly, if it was, it's pretty damn funny, I won't even hold you. But in the comments, they
Okay.
said he never played the game. Never played it. He has almost 700 hours playing the game. Keep in mind, he quit around the first anniversary, so that means he played the game for about 2 hours every single day of the year. And then somebody is saying he never played it. My brother in Christ, click on his channel, you would immediately see how stupid that is to say. But people who didn't know him thought that shit was true despite the very obvious evidence to the contrary, which goes to show how easy misinformation is spread online. Hell, another example is when Dream made a video talking about his controversies, and in it he made a fake screenshot about DMs with Pokemon and XQC. Said it was fake, yet idiots still posted it online thinking it was real. You can realistically say anything about someone and people online won't take the time to research if that's the case. Largely because of social media, you're endlessly scrolling and getting information thrown at you 24/7, so it gets to the point where most people don't care to verify anything they hear. Then they regurgitate it to the next person, and all of a sudden, someone who played a game for 2 hours every single day in a year has never once touched it, according to a ton of people who have never once interacted with them.
Okay, wait. Let's hold up. Okay. I mean, this is speaking of the nature of Project Moon's fandom, to which I don't think it's hyper unique. What I mean is, Project Moon's fandom is looking like any other fandom, to be fair. Like, it's the same as Genshin's fandom. It's the same as HSR's fandom, Zender's fandom. Yeah. So I'm a bit confused. Is this not... It's not the section about that I'm interested. Oh, yeah. Yoy! Fuck me, it's long! It's this, isn't it? Help me! How long did I spend? 5 minutes of irrelevant information for this to be the one I'm looking for? Oh, fuck. I don't want to see the whole thing. I want to catch the gist though. Let's hope that Zunu provides the gist in the front.
Before. That's a dead lie. They've made like
What?
3 in
2
total.
times speed?
Lobotomy Corporation, Library of Verona, and Limbus Company, the newest release that is also a gacha game, but their work was incredibly niche. Hell, the
Oh god,
absolute
it's
all-time
very
peak player
fast.
count of Library of Verona was 7,000 players, with the Lobotomy being at 3.7k. Then Limbus released, and since the game is a gacha, which have a track record of being popular, and because the game itself is genuinely good, it
Is there
exploded in
captions?
popularity. Hell, the all-time peak player count is at 38,000, fucking 5 times what Library of Verona's is. Hell, the player count an hour ago beats Lobotomy's all-time, and because of the popularity, a ton of people have been saying how the community has changed. Now, when it comes to me, I've been playing their games for about 2.5 years now, so so I knew
Nope,
the community was generally
skip.
3-star ones than anyone else, and that made people want to see more enraging. But some people were trolling that Limbus is a feminist game with the portrayal of this
there you
mainly
go.
by the Chinese player base, as people felt like Project Moon wasn't handling the game the best, and the Korean player base also contributed to this a little. And I found the review bombs to be fair, as they were born out of a concern for the game. Now, this situation put some load on the camel's back. It caused some players to not be that happy with Project Moon. Then, the next controversy put a fucking anchor onto the camel. The controversy is when they announced the next event. To some players, this was seen as a way to hand-wave the problems of the game and just move past them without really addressing them. And that outlook wasn't helped when Ishmael got yet another 3-star identity. So even more review bombs happened. And it was around this time that some people, and believe me, I really mean a tiny amount of people, which makes all else of what happens so much more enraging. But some people were trolling that Limbus is a feminist game with the portrayal of these two identities. You have the male, Sinclair, wearing a choker and in a swimsuit, whilst the female, Ishmael, is in a wetsuit, so you can't see any of her skin. Therefore, Limbus Company is a feminist game that portrays men as slaves and women in a light where we are not allowed to see any skin.
What? Huh? So, you know, I've always thought, what's the opposite of the word feminist? Does anyone actually know? Is there an opposite of the word feminist? What would the opposite be? A menace. Like a menace. No, it sounds a little too harsh. A minimus. Cause how is a game showing?
This is why we should spend less time on the internet so we'll not be that stupid.
Like, how is a game like Blue Archive, Azure Lane, Nikkei, where the whole game is about girls and girls that don on some of the most eye-bombing outfits, supposed to be any different from this one game that just goes, I'm gonna show a little bit of a male skin. Well, my female are still clothed, but like, you know, we're gonna have a bit of that. Like, how is that supposed to be any different or worse? I don't get it. Like, what?
The game is
What?
anti-fan service and therefore a
Ah.
feminist game. And most knew it to just be a joke because Project...
Pause. Thank you. What exactly is the issue here? Because some men don't like when everything is not for them. But the whole world's not built for you, man.
Moon has basically never done fan service. Like, honestly, if we're to scale Gacha Summer Event fan service, then Azure
Don't fall into the internet rabbit hole. It takes a toll on my sanity. No, I've pretty much... Oh my god, why do I have ass on my screen? I've pretty much told myself long before. I just take this as things that happen in the world, but I don't, like, take it upon myself that Fuck, I can't have this ass on my screen.
Lane would be like the Pacific Ocean. Meanwhile, this shit is the Sahara.
Okay, very good. Yeah, yeah, like, these things happen on the internet, but honestly, I just see it as, you know, something that I expected. And if anything, I reflect a little bit upon it, like, oh, this is the state of our world, and I go past it.
Sahara Desert. But because long-term players knew that Project Moon doesn't do fan service, we were just surprised to see these outfits. As even if they're really mild in terms of fan service, seeing them was the equivalent to watching Jesus Christ rise back from the dead wearing nothing but a G-strap and out-twerking Nicki Minaj, which is why I believe that this joke started with either incredibly new players or people who've never touched the game, if they went so far as to say this in a serious light. And it was around this time where news of the review bombs came to the global server, along with the statement that Koreans are mad at no swimsuit Ishmael. So the global server, and by this I'm referring to mostly the Western fanbase, as that's usually what global means in terms of gacha game demographics. But as global players saw that, and we made fun of them. I won't even hold you. Everyone was making memes about people crying over Ishmael not wearing a swimsuit. Those memes were funny as hell. Now, this is where you can see a bit of misinformation come into play, as the reality was a few Korean players disliked Ishmael in a wetsuit, and review bombs were mainly done due to the state of the game. But the global audience was told that review bombs are due in part to the state of the game, and also because incels are mad at no fan service. Now again, some people were legitimately mad at that, fucking somehow. But to say all Korean players or everyone leaving negative reviews of the game were isn't the exact truth. But those who were mad went so far as to make a document detailing the 7 problems Limbus Company is facing.
Oh!
All in all, it was 35 problems, but the first 7 are the main and important ones. So 1 to 5 were just points about the state of the game. Then the 7th was people saying Project Moon needs to be more open in communication. And the 6th was people being mad at no swimsuits. And it was this a small amount of players who caused everything else to happen in a domino effect. Shortly after making that document, they had a hypothesis, much similar to the one the Scaramouche shaders had, that since the feminists are ruining our game, someone working for Project Moon must be a feminist. So to verify this,
That's an amazing logical fallacy. Huh. I think this is a feminist game. It must be contributed by a singular person. Let's find out who that is. I see where the story is going. This nearly killed the
he
game.
looked into the artist
Yeah, it kind of did. I remember. But I kind of can't recall if Limbus handled the situation well. I don't think they expected it, so I don't fault them. Because what game company would expect a sudden flurry of people getting in like that? But yeah.
for the identities and found out they were a dude, so they scrapped the idea of saying he hated men. But when they looked into the other main artist for the game, Valmori, they found out she was a woman. She was the one who drew the story art. And in their attempt to explain why there wasn't a swimsuit, they scanned her entire Twitter, trying desperately to link her to feminism. As if she was a feminist, then she influenced the identity artist to take away anything for the male gaze, thus ruining the games that are a male's paradise. And after desperately searching, going years back, they found some tweets where she was being a feminist. And because of this, they celebrated, absolutely elated.
This reminds me of some of the news or things that I learned in class, where it's like the state of our world today is a lot of people, especially people who want to get onto whether is it like colleagues that they hate. So that's like more on a lower personal level, right? People that you meet in real life, to online social media people. If they don't like them enough, what some people will do is they'll dig up really old conversations. In fact, that's what's happening with like Mr. Beast, right? Some people try to make controversy over things that Mr. Beast puts in his chats 5-10 years ago. And yeah, some of the ways that he speaks, or let's just not talk about him, like other people speaks, might not look very pleasant. But then there comes that question of, does that reflect who they are today? Because maybe they were young and dumb. Maybe at that time this is just who they were. But as they grow up, they realize there should be a balance in things, and they should be more wary about how they speak of people, sort of thing. Mr. Beast's situation is different. No, I think of that not just as Mr. Beast. I think of that as like any online personalities, right? People, when people want to attack someone that they just simply don't like, they dig up their Twitter, they dig up their Facebook, they dig up anything, which I think is just a very, I don't know, like what do you gain out of doing that, really? Like, yeah, you celebrate that your view of that person, your image of that person that you want to put upon them is validated. But how is it supposed to hold true if that information is information that you found years ago?
Their narrative was true. Hell, they would have been more pissed if they couldn't find examples of Valmori hating men. So they now had the narrative that Valmori is a feminist and is ruining the game. Remember how prior I said the skins were like an anchor on the camel's back? Well, that narrative was like dropping a fucking airplane onto its back, because shortly afterwards people pulled up this CG, where you can see Yi-Song holding a bottle. Thing is, the way he's holding it, whilst being a normal damn way to hold a bottle, looks like the hand symbol that means small dick. And in Korea, they really don't like seeing that hand symbol, as its meaning was
Alter situation, that Jessica Alter's art got changed because of her pose. But it's like, why did you make that personal? Why I walk down the street,
Haters, y'all tripping.
see woman, pulls up, hand does this. Therefore, she's referring to me. She doesn't know who I am. I've never met this woman down the street. But she's talking about me, alright? Like, if you take offense, and if anything, does that not say more about you? Like, well, I guess that's sad then. Like, why are you taking offense to a freaking hand signal?
Being connected to the insult of having a small dick is also used by many people who hate men. And that's a big thing in Korea because without mincing words, they have a full-blown gender war going on. So that's the importance people put on the symbol. That showing it means you are insulting men and that you hate them. Granted, it's still dumb as fuck.
Showing that means you're insulting men and you hate them. Are men in Korea that fragile? Like, have some fucking gutso in yourself, my guys. You're better than that.
For most of our views, because Jesus Christ,
Like, no one's saying your shit. You're just putting it upon yourself.
he's just holding a bottle, but that is the importance put onto the symbol in Korea. Even though, again, to global players, it all seems dumb as hell. But even then, you can find so many examples of games changing their art just for the Korean version due to that hand symbol being slightly shown. It's dumb, but that's
Millennial also got affected. I didn't even know that. What?
the perspective of it. And it's especially important to this situation as Project Moon is a Korean company. So it's not like they were in Japan and their overseas players were talking shit about the company due to this narrative of their game-hating men. Instead, it was people in their own country, with some of those people even going into the office of Project Moon and demanding to know why they have a feminist doing art for their game, until an employee told them they had no comment to make. From there, more people came and waited outside of the office. They had questions on
Don't have better things to do.
if the game was being changed or ruined due to feminism. They wanted an answer from Kim Ji-hoon, the CEO of Project Moon. So you could already see a lot of hate building up, and so too was the popularity of the company. Because here's the thing, Limbus was a popular game from them, but this controversy literally put the game on Korean news to see what their response was going to be when it came to light that they hired a feminist. So now many more eyes were staring at Project Moon in an issue regarding gender in a country that currently has a gender war going on. Now, to put it simply, regardless of what they did, half of their country was going to hate them. And because of this situation, they made a very, very, very vague tweet, saying that moving forward, Velmore's art will no longer be used in later story chapters, the upcoming event aside, as I was soon to be released. And here's the fun part. Due to the popularity of this controversy, the tweet got about 38 million views, for a studio which had their prior game's all-time player count at 7,000. Yeah. And remember what I said about half of the country hating them? Yeah, that was an understatement because this tweet not only made half of the country hate them, it also made 90% of their global audience hate them. Because the thing about the tweet was that it was only in Korean, so the global players had to rely on third parties to translate. People who didn't speak Korean had to pray that a third party would accurately translate word for word all of the nuance in the original tweet without putting in any of their own thoughts or narratives, and that they would be 1000% true in what they say. As you could imagine, it was a disaster. The global players, shit, this includes me, saw the translation saying that Project Moon let her go. Reason being the ideology she presented online and the fact that the company doesn't want their employees to present any strong beliefs such as religion or politics. A little after that, a website interviewed Velmori and turns out she was fired over the phone with no prior notice. Reason for that being that the CEO of the company was in Japan at the time for TGS. So in other words, they fired an artist because she was a feminist, and the whole catalyst of this happening was people who were pissy about a female character not wearing a swimsuit. When global players heard that, it was honestly a gigantic betrayal to anyone who's played any Project Moon game. As the company's reputation before this was that they were incredibly chill, one of the few good companies out there, and the stories they wrote empowered many people. For the sake of brevity, I won't fully get into a narrative breakdown on their works. Hell, I've already done 3 of those. But to put you into the perspective of why this was a betrayal, let's just use one character as an example, Angela. Though much of what I'll say for her doubles for the majority of characters in their works. Long story short,
Hey, isn't Angela also part of Lobotomy? Oh, she transcended across stories.
she's a main character in both Lobotomy Corporation and Library of Verona. Her story
Oh
is
shit, that got answered.
human, and as many players have said time and time again, she is probably one of the best written female characters in any game. Because I'm just gonna say it outright that games have been known to not make the most complex female characters. And I feel as though saying that opens an entirely new can of worms for debate with really any recent controversies pertaining to the same topic. But I feel like most can agree that, bare minimum, in the past, women haven't precisely had the most generous representation within video games. I'd hope that at the very
True. You could talk about esports.
least, any could agree on that. So to many people, Project Moon was viewed as a company that wrote stories with well-written female characters, something that many find to be rare. With that, many people felt the importance in their works and the empowerment that comes with it. Then this controversy happens where they fire an illustrator due to them having feminist views. In the process, caving to the people who, not so subliminally, are misogynistic. It really felt like a betrayal. Many people saw what happened and thought to themselves, this is the company that wrote Angela, that wrote so many pro-life and progressive works? And honestly, the hate was incredibly understandable. The company did betray their beliefs. Due to this, many artists deleted all of their Project Moon-oriented works as they didn't want to associate with a company that would fire artists like that. Many mods for Library of Ruina also felt the void of artists, as a result shutting down. And then people took this hate on Project Moon and brought it to the stupidest of heights. Some people went so far as to harass anyone who still played the game. Hell, one of my friends had a trip to Ham Ham Pong Pong, which is Project Moon's restaurant. They had that trip set up months before any controversy, and they got shit for going there and saying that they did. One person was trying to start a hate mob on them. Thankfully, that shit didn't work out, but that was the state of the global fandom. Hell, it felt like an all-out war between those who supported Project Moon in any way and those who completely despised them. And again,
I'm surprised Project Moon received this before Genshin or Honkai did.
I can't blame anyone for despising them, as that shit was a betrayal. Granted, those who went so far as to set up harassment campaigns against individuals for the mildest of things are pieces of shit. I'll shout that statement from the rooftops. Don't
No, like Hoyo Games has this, but it's like the proportion of the war in a way is not the same. Like there's way more players in Genshin and Honkai, so maybe the number of people who participates in like a war as such is maybe the same number, but by proportion wise, there's a bigger proportion of Hoyoverse players that don't give a damn that this happens. But it's like if you were a Limbus player, you're part of the whole issue at this point in time. You know, even if you're just some casual wanting to just enjoy the game, no, you're a part of it.
Don't get it twisted. If you want to hate the company, I couldn't care less. You'll flame their ass. But if you want to spew hate against individual people of whom are much, much smaller than the scale of this event, please grow and change as a person. Now to recap, half of Korea hated Project Moon and about 90% of the global player base did too, while some people were setting up harassment campaigns against others. More on that later. So all of that was the airplane on the camel. Now imagine if Mars was thrown onto the camel as well, because that's what happened when the Gyeonggi Youth Union got involved. They alleged that Project Moon broke many different laws with their unjust over-the-phone firing of Velmori. Due to this, they did an audit of Project Moon because of the laws that they broke. They alleged that all of this was for the sake of Velmori. They're doing this audit because of the injustices she faced. And they had some demands for Project Moon, like rehire Velmori, fairly understandable, and that Project Moon should give them control.
Holy fuck! Wait, the cycle of this problem is... Holy shit! The point where a work union comes into play, holy shit!
Control of the company because they cannot be trusted anymore. Yeah. I'm sure this group that wants control of a company that is making record profits can be fully and entirely trusted within their reason of wanting to take over the company over the issue of the artist being fired. I am sure there is no ulterior motive at play here. Then a new group came into the fold, the Project Moon User Association, who, despite the name, isn't filled up with people who worked with Project Moon. Now, what that group did was harass the company and try to contact any artists who've worked with Project Moon before so they can further slander the company. And now it's speculated, not saying by any means whatsoever that this is the truth, after all, it is just pure speculation, but it is hypothetically speculated that the Project Moon User Association was a shell corporation from Gyeonggi so they could attack Project Moon without needing to take responsibility for it, with the overall goal being the acquisition of the company. And again, not saying that's the case, just saying.
Why do they want to acquire the company? Even if it's the speculation. What's the goal? What do they gain?
When I did my research, that's something I heard brought up. Also heard Project Moon bring it up. Moving on. The entirely independent User Association later said that they never liked Project Moon games at all.
They want to just get the money from the company. Assumingly that the company still goes on. So it's like you own parts of the company and therefore their income becomes a part of yours.
At all, despite saying they were big fans of the company before the controversy, which basically revealed how all of what they were doing was just harassment, which was only shown further when they set up advertisements for people to donate to them. The reason for the donations was to fund protest trucks and situate them outside of Project Moon's office. Now from these donations, they got thousands, yet they couldn't even properly translate the trucks into English. 2
Limbus Company users request Project Moon.
sentences. Thousands of dollars.
A company that doesn't know how to protect its employees, do you think they can keep the game?
and they really couldn't get a translator? You know, for legal reasons, I'm not making any further
I'm a bit confused if it's a correct translation or not because it doesn't sound bad, but okay,
statements.
go on.
They also went so far as to set up protest banners as well until the police took them down due to it being an illegal protest. And during this time, some artists who still did Project Moon-oriented work were getting harassed. One of them had so many hate messages sent to them and even got doxxed. Also during this time, some people went so far as wanting to occupy Project Moon's restaurants and throw up the small dick hand symbol in a bid to see the CEO's reaction to feminists occupying their restaurant. Due to everything that was happening, the news coverage of the controversy, the thousands in truck protests, the audit from the Youth Association because of their unjust firing of Valmori, Project Moon came back and said anyone who is slandering the company or Valmori will be sued by them. The global players looked at this and thought that it was their way to deflect any criticism of their unjust firing. Sort of like a shield where if anyone shit-talked Project Moon, they would be sued, as a way to deflect criticism to them. Now this completely shattered any semblance of a good reputation Project Moon had, and the User Association wanted to deal the killing blow to the company. To do so, they decided to reveal some sensitive documents they had about Valmori. They had them because Project Moon gave those documents to them in the audit so they can clear up the situation and tell the truth about it. After the truth was cleared up behind closed doors, Project Moon made an agreement with Gyeonggi and the entirely independent User Association to where Project Moon would apologize and those two, entirely separate, groups would clear up the results of
I feel bad for the company that they have to deal with all this. They really didn't have to.
their investigation. Now the thing is, those private documents reveal the truth which heavily went against the narrative that the two, totally separate, organizations tried to paint Project Moon in. That being that they hate women, hate feminism, and will not hire any feminists. As a result, they fired Valmori because of her ideologies. So in a bid to control the narrative, they released those documents so they wouldn't need to admit any wrongdoing. But they were somehow stupid enough to not figure out that the very sensitive documents that, mind you, were being released to the public against Valmori's wishes from a group that was, apparently, doing all of this harassment for her and definitely no ulterior motive like owning the company, yet they made those documents public against her wish to hurt Project Moon, but were too stupid to realize that in the documents it literally said Valmori left of her own volition. She wasn't fired at all. She just didn't want to deal with the hate that was being thrown at her, so she quit. Let me remind you that the associations went after Project Moon because of their unjust firing. Yet those same associations revealed to the public that she wasn't fired. She quit. Project Moon didn't want to state that publicly as doing so would have resulted in more harassment being thrown at her, as the misogynists who despised her would think that she didn't suffer enough. So they didn't say they fired her in their tweet, nor did they say that she quit. They just said very specifically that her art will no longer be used in the upcoming story chapters. But due to the
Hold up. How much more of this do I see to watch? Or should I just watch the end?
vagueness of it and the translations which weren't the best, people thought she was fired. That was a match causing all of this shit to happen. The thing that made the company explode was at its core, misinformation, a twisted truth. Meanwhile, in reality, Valmori quit and Project Moon gave her very good severance pay. Now here's the most enraging part of all. Remember those feminist posts by Valmori which caused people to say they've hired a misandrist and made people go so far as to enter Project Moon's office? Well, they were a couple of tweets. And some were about the most normal takes you can ever imagine. Like, for example, that cameras shouldn't be filming women as they are using the bathroom. But a small amount of the tweets bordered into what many Koreans would define as radical feminism, which in saying that I feel as though any Western viewers would imagine something different. But in Korea, a lot of people view any feminism as radical feminism due to the gender war that is going on. So to accuse someone of radical feminism in Korea, it holds a ton less weight than saying that same thing in the West. Yet even with that explanation, here's the thing. Valmori didn't tweet anything regarding feminism. She just retweeted it. Adding on to that, the retweets were done years ago, before she was even an adult. How the fuck?
I mean, this, yeah. He's now pointing on the part where I mentioned before we started watching this. That is, why do you hound someone for something that they say or do years ago? Especially if it's just any random casual retweets, or even if they were to tweet it currently, you know. Unless like they. Like, even if it's a current political view that they have, I guess it's an extent of how much they push for it within their own creative works. Because, yeah, I wouldn't be a fan if an artist, a developer were to push more of the political view into the way that they make a game. But, like, there's also so much that you can do to confirm that that's what they're doing. So, like, why is that an issue?
Are you gonna start all of this and say she's someone who absolutely hates men and is such a piece of shit due to some retweet she did as a kid? Because I'm just gonna say it. Most people have done far worse as a child. If that is the full extent of horrid shit she did as a kid, then I'm about ready to view her as a saint because I've seen far worse than some retweets. To do all of this and say she's at a career point where she can spread her feminist ideology and in a result ruin games for men.
Okay, no, I feel like I caught on to most of the situations already. So, that comes back. Most of the main characters in AK are women, which means that AK mind the female rights. and labor rights. Having Amiya or other characters as representatives. Hold on. Now watching that and now reading this gives me a lot of understanding now. What do Arknights tell about them? If they are minority, they must be protected and the world must have the chance to accept them, achieving peace and keeping the rights of everyone. The most fundamental and representative rights that we must live on is humans' rights. Oh, okay. This is not more about just like or dislike. This is about women's rights and what we pursue in our daily lives. You have no idea why I should write this bunch of threads and how out of sense Project Moon is to explain the reason that we should have women's rights in our living. Do you think the game which ignore the rights fit? I wish it's a bit elaborated. What rights are you referring to here? Does Amiya fit in Limbus Company story? Please understand us. Please know the reason why we rage about the collaboration and the harassment of women's rights. What does harassment of human right refer to? When in this person's context? I'm quite confused. What is this? No. What specifically is the right here in this context? Like, yeah, I get, yes, it might tie into Valmori's situation or whatnot, but I feel like this is not being elaborated for me to understand what. You can't just go throw the word rights, because rights means something. Like what? The right to live, the right to be equal, the right to have fair status. Like, what is the right here? It's like throwing out words, but they don't mean anything if you don't explain what it is. We now experience real-life threats by losing dear women in our society, by the murder of their boyfriends, turning women university into general university. What? How does this line relate? Okay, to be fair, this person might be writing in English when his main language is Korean. I'm assuming it's a he. It could be a she. But I really don't know. But how does this relate to the idea of the harassment of women's rights? Where it's like, if you speak of women's rights, wouldn't women's rights be the idea of equality in a way? Oh, but that's the idea of what a feminist thought is, right? That women should be of equal status to men. And therefore, to this person, that's not the case. Women shouldn't be. So the whole idea of, oh, if you turn a women's university into a general one, that's like being a feminist. My words end here. Thanks for reading the tweets. If you have some kind of interest that we disagree and we're still here, the potential victims of Korean misogyny, harassment towards the labor force, gamers, and any employees that still want to enjoy Arknights. We all love Arknights and we don't want to lose this game as much as we love, we boycott. What? As much as we love, we boycott. Okay. I don't know, do better things in life. There's a lot better ways to spend your time. Who is this? Oh, he's a Korean user. He's not the only one. There's a lot that kept coming in. Like, who is this? Yeah, no idea what you're retweeting. The collab is bad, but consider the worst option. Blue Archive collab. We dodged the pedophiles. We really have incredibly annoying people, which we already had. Why are we gatekeeping? I don't give a shit. Collab is collab. I don't like it. I'll tell you I don't like it. I like it. Cool. But like, I'm not gonna do anything more than liking or disliking. It's just what the company wants. What is this? Oh no. I don't know what that was that I bookmarked. Yeah. There's a lot more tweets that I saw, but I didn't bookmark like everything. The Limbus X Arknights crossover is causing several cracks within my friend groups to form, and it's very scary.
Never look to Twitter for wisdom. Your viewer poll streams are great fun. What's the most polls you have ever done on a single account in a single night?
Was it 750 or was it 900? It was one of the two. I can't remember. I think it was 750. That was the most that I did in a single account. Thank you though, Joseph. I don't think I looked to Twitter for wisdom, to be fair. I just see of it as, this exists in the world. AK players don't want to be associated with Limbus. But that's also the reason why some people say that it's not a two-sided collab. Some people put it that AK maybe didn't agree to take anything from Limbus's side just because either they're lazy or you can put forth that because something has happened in Limbus that they might be a little bit more afraid to have anything coming in. So maybe that's why. But there's so many players who play AK and Limbus at the same time that makes it for like a pretty okay collab, you know. So yeah. They're repeating the Velmori misinformation, so you don't know. Maybe people are just not updated on the current matters to Limbus. I feel. Like, have people not forgiven Limbus or something? For like... No, maybe forgiven is the wrong word. Have people not gone past it? Now that it's been so long since then? It's a bit harder. Limbus is 19 plus, so it could be the AK doesn't include. I think there's various reasons that you can put forth as to why they probably didn't want to collab. Oh, hi, Georgie. I know of your name. Didn't expect to see you on the screen. Thanks for coming in. Classic tribalism. The feeling of betrayal is hard to get rid of. It won't matter if it happened. Perhaps the past. I mean, the pettiness of this behavior is normal, right? There are people in AK who call AK Doomsday when Sargon events gets released with minimal amount of dark skin characters. I don't know why I feel like one of the here's a goal I have towards like next year. You know, I really want to explore the topic of representation in games. Like, I'm not one to say that I don't want representation. I love representation in games. But to me, there's also an extent of like, at what point is representation doing it for the sake of doing it, and then doing it in a way that you really care about it, and then you really pull it off well? Because to me, it's like, if you expect companies to do it, but then there comes the argument of some people saying, That's why they don't like certain games, because it feels like they're doing it just to do it, and they know full well that they, like never research carefully. Yeah, it's a very, very weird topic to get through. That, like, I get the people who don't like when companies or games don't do it well, but there's also a part of me that just thinks, why must you demand so much from them in the first place? Reverse does it pretty well. Reverse just received a matter of like one of their recent events. They kind of got the complaints where people feel like it wasn't well made at all. I think it was the Brazilian one or something in 2.2, I think. So yeah. I've never seen Singaporean representation. Hey, same. Nah, there is Singaporean representation in games. It's just not in gacha games. I mean, several games try, but I won't say it's great. You know, it is kind of weird for people living in the desert to not be dark skinned due to the sun. But no, darling. There are tons of people who live in the desert and are not dark skinned. You're not dark skinned because of where you live. You're dark skinned by genetics. And yet, being tan and being dark skinned is different. You can be a very white person while living in Africa. Like, that's the thing that people don't seem to catch when they were complaining about how Sargon don't have enough dark skinned people. That, while I agree it would be nice if I can see more and it done in a beautiful drawn manner. But if you look at the demographics of people in Africa, it's not like a situation where you have 100% black as well. It's, in fact, if I'm not wrong, in South Africa, or if not in Egypt, both of these countries, I think it's a 50-50. So, yeah. Collab is not an endorsement of wrongdoing. Need to be cool. Pretty much. But I mean, I'm glad that they still had great dark skin characters thereafter. Raiden finally came in the game. And she looks brilliant. I like all the fan arts that came out from her. And I'm looking forward to more characters within the game. How do we know that their sun is the same as ours? Huh? Let's go to Lone Trail. Ah, not yet. There's some things that I want to see. You can't believe that this argument is in our Balloons Tower Defense ripoff. Hey, there's no way this game is like a Balloons Tower Defense ripoff. AK? Here's something else that I want to see. I just thought it was funny. Like, I just genuinely thought it's so funny that... Oops. My bookmarks. This... Can someone explain to me why he got in trouble recently? It's something about him being accused of cheating, right? I don't really care if it's true or not. It's not on me. I also don't think this guy is a good person. But he's such a fucking bird. Like, ah! So it started out from this, where this guy is saying he doesn't like the design of the Herta, which is, you know what? It's your opinion, it's your view. Sure, go on. You live on the internet. And then you get the reply by him, where he just gives, it's a really bad reply. Just go provoking someone and say, go back and play with characters from a different game. But I fucking love this reply. None of them are in the right here. It's just a fucking funny reply. Aish. Oh else. Okay, I wanna look in on more AK news. No, not this. Yeah, so just the last thing for you to note. It's a one-way collab for Limbus Company. Oh, oops. Wait, why are people theorying? There's no way. Why do you spend so much time to theorize? They want to see the sales report of the collab. Limbus only has one dub and no CN support. Again, these are flawed reasons because AK's collab with Dungeon Meshi. Dungeon Meshi is not CN, is it? Right? Or like AK's collab with Ubisoft, which technically is a CN side, but it's largely an English title. Right? And Monster Hunter is also a JP title. That's not CN. So I don't know, it's a weird reason. Okay, whatsoever. What's this? Oh. Is this like some kind of event? Core Blazer under Hypergriff will be hosting a game festival on August 3rd to 4th in Shanghai. Various games will be showcased and some gaming industry experts are invited to give talks. Ah, I see. Oh, this was quite old news. Oh yes, okay, this is what I wanted to see. So, this is the China Film Archive collab. So there is another Iberia event, if I'm not wrong, that CN is about to receive. So the Iberia event kind of teases that Tons is going to have his own story arc. It doesn't mean he'll have an alter. It just means he's going to be the main character in the story. Maybe he can, I'll be surprised if he gets an alter. Yeah, I'll be very surprised if he gets an alter, actually. So I think I want to say he doesn't get an alter. Because it will raise a lot of questions of like, oh fuck, but he'll be the first male alter. Right? No, there will be history. Oh fuck, he's not. Grey alter exists. And yeah, an executor alter exists. Then yeah, Ton's alter isn't that special. Whatsoever. We'll see when it happens. Polyvision Museum is the new game mode. What's this one about again? Oh, it's another revamped version of CC, right? It had all the challenges and everything. So we'll see what it is when it happens. Dragon Breaker event rerun. IS5 expansion. By the way, I haven't seen anything about the Arknights auto chess looking game mode at all. I know nothing of the gameplay. I'm not gonna watch until it appears in global. But my question is, for those of you who played it or watch it, was it fun at the start, and is it still fun now? It looks like too much RNG. I don't care about RNG. More RNG, the better to me. No. The Radiant stuff is like, okay, that exists. We're put away Radiant. Now just focus on the game itself, the game mode. Like is the game mode fun? If you play TFT, you know the whole mechanic. People have liked it. Is it replayable? That's the last thing that I will ask. Like, I know Shield's been playing it a lot, but that's just him. Like, how about for most people? Very replayable? Okay, exciting then. And we'll see to it when it happens. I want to know the outcome of this. So I saw this one where apparently for the recent Circusa event that has Latman Alter, they have very, very nice medals. Which the medals do show very interesting hand signs. But it turns out someone realized that the hand signs are not original. The hand signs are referencing to artwork. Which then raises the problem of when you reference an artwork, is that plagiarism? Because yeah, now I'm confused. Even as someone who reads on plagiarism, I actually don't know if this is plagiarism. Because I'm on the standpoint that yes, it is. But then it's like, you could also say you're taking inspiration. Yeah, you see, there's a weird like left-right to this. But yeah, it says that the AK player reached out to the illustrator and the illustrator's replying. Oh, but in this case, wait. Is the tweet saying that an agreement was made? Or is the tweet saying that Hypercube reached out to discuss after it was made? Yeah, you see, we're trying to figure it out. You see, yeah, I saw this reply. I remember I saw this reply. See, thanks for reaching and taking notice. This is a copy, and recently the company reached out, and we're trying to figure things out. It's like, this is confusing. So that means the company didn't reach out before the picture was made, right? Yeah, so now I'm pretty confused myself. But I do hope that if an inspiration was taken to the main artist himself, that there is certain amount of compensation, I think. Because it's deserved, like, the cool. Because clearly, you see, if you reference one, okay, you reference one. But then if you reference two towards the same artist, clearly you're looking to something. What the heck am I looking at? Arknights X Family Mart? Is this in China? It's in Japan, right? What's this China? Oh, it's in Taiwan. I still need to mention this quite strongly, which is, however much, if at any point in the day that you all feel like, oh, the AK community is very small, it's very weak, you know, maybe we don't have a lot going on, trust me, it's never weak. There are tons of people out there that loves Arknights. It's just the more hidden, and a lot of these AK players don't choose to be on social media. Like, they don't openly go telling people that they play AK. They just play within their friend groups. They don't watch YouTube. They don't watch Twitch. You know, if you live chronically online and you always take reference to how active online is when it comes to game players, we certainly don't match Hoyoverse, but that doesn't mean we don't exist. You know, the game community is truly very big. Oh, it's so well decorated, man. Well done. Oh fuck, I just remembered why I need to attend AFA, because Yosta is in AFA, right? Anime Festival Asia Singapore. You know, I was intending to not enter the event, but the attending, so it's like, ah, crap, I gotta spend. What the hell is the ticket price for this event this year? $30? No. Why the fuck do I need to pay 30 fucking dollars? Jeez, fuck me. And these are early birds. This is now. What the hell? No, not a guess. Why is Shoto attending? Cool, I guess. Now it seems interesting for me to know how many Singaporean fans of Shoto there are. We'll figure. I know Hololive is attending. Oh, Calf attending is cool. I like Calf. No, wait. I'm looking for exhibition floor plan. Yeah. Where's Yosta? Search Yosta. Where? Am I blind? It says that. Oh. Yosta is A01? I thought that meant that they are the entrance. No, they're the exit. Hey, but it's not bad. They're not at the far end. They're like, oh, you're leaving the convention? You remember us? How big are they compared to Hoyoverse? Wait, is Hoyoverse not attending? There's no way, right? What's AFA game on? Wait. Hoyoverse. Hoyoverse is not attending? Wait, what? MiHoYo not attending a Singapore event? Oh wait, it might not call MiHoYo. Wait, what's the other names? Cognosphere? No. No, they're not attending at all. What? No, I don't believe that. Could Hoyoverse be doing a separate event? But Hoyo Fest has already passed, right, in Singapore? Yeah, it was in the middle of the year. Is Hoyoverse trying to convert to like standalone festivals, so they're not participating in country events anymore, since they can host their own solo exhibition? That's a surprise, really. But yeah, Yostar's first appearance. Looks like they have a sizable store. But they didn't announce anything on their Twitter, right? They are 5 to 6 days away from the event, and they still let's see. Did they post anything? Classic Yostar. Classic. Mate, you want people to visit your booth or not? There's not even a tweet to tell people they're attending. Oh wait, but there's Comic Fiesta. Oh, there is. Why did you put it on your official store? Who the fuck is following this? I mean, fine, you got some followers, but who's gonna see this? Where's your retweets? So what are they selling? Ursuline. More Ursuline. What else? AK. This is the first time they're attending Singapore, by the way. Oh, flip. I hope the prices are not bad. Oh, I might buy the calendar, actually. That's not bad. Yeah, I think I'll get the calendar. Wobble egg, plushie, messenger bag. I wonder if anything will actually sell out. But the Chongya plush is very good. Would I want to get the Chongya plush? Maybe. I swear I need to see the inflatable sofa in person, and maybe I'll decide on whether or not I will actually buy it. What's the last item? Mahjong sold. Doesn't seem like a lot of things are being sold, actually. How big is their store? And are there events? Or is this just going to be a store? If it's just going to be a store, with it being their first event, that's kind of sad. And there's not a lot of things going on. Oh, there was a Black Friday sale? What? Why do you fucking tweet on your shop and not your official shit? I didn't even know you have new merch. I'm sorry, but is there anything about picking taunts as a plushie on Black Friday? It's good though. I might want to own him. Emperor and Dark Lord. What is this? It's an acrylic standee. I see. And a tote bag. Oh, are you not selling this in Singapore? This doesn't look too bad. Okay. So there's already Christmas merchandise. And I didn't even know it exists. Mate, you're freaking marketing, bro. God damn it. Oh wells. Okay, I think that's as far as I'll follow towards their stuff. I mean, when's the next big event that's about to happen for us? Wait, it's soon, isn't it? No, we just had Wisdel. Upenis is next. Who's after Upenis? I don't even remember. Will Nymph come in time? As in, like, Will she come together with will she be able to arrive before Pepe? Let me see my calendar. Oh, oops. Is this the right timeline? I think this is slightly wrong. Oh, it started on 14. Lone Trail rerun overlap, right? With it overlapped with Lone Trail. So something is being rushed here. Because they overlap. Wait. Isn't Nymph happening first? Because they need to run IS5? No, Eupenia's right. Isn't Nymph next? You heard Eupenia's is first. Is there a data mine? Eupenia's was first in CN. I see. Well, then I'm not gonna fault that. Then I'm gonna think that Eupenia's is like here. And then what? Don't tell me IS5 is with NIF. Is that it? Is IS5 with NIF? I think we'll get NIF before anniversary, by the way. I'm quite sure we have time. Yeah. I'm pretty certain there's time to run Nymph. Unless they give a 2 weeks break. Maybe IS5 is New Year's. The only way that it doesn't work is if they decide to do a 2-week break. Which would be bad. They've already rushed Lone Trail forward. Right? I thought Lone Trail was going to break apart. So I think both banners shall happen, and then we'll still get the Pepe afterwards. And then all the other events, which I haven't listed yet. Sunreal is in mid-December, but Sunreal can run with any event. So yeah. I think it should be like this then. IS5 and Castilian Rescue together. Did I see that PGR wants to close the 1-year gap? That's a really hard thing to do, but as long as they have a good plan, sure. Taking a random 2-week break sounds like a very Yostar thing to do. Not wrong. Oh well, we'll see what they do then. Because I'm waiting on the next data mine also. Okay, anyways, that's all the little bits and pieces that I want to read up on Twitter and stuff. Before I close out on today's stream time, let's play some Lone Trail. And then I'll go to bed. Oh, oops. What? Ooh, white camera. Oh, we'll use this one. Yes, enter the stream. Good timing. You're gonna see some Lone Trail. I've been farming Lone Trail in the background, but like, I didn't change anything about my squad or my trust farms. So now that I get to stream for you guys, I get to change it. Cap sanity. You have to understand that I'm stuck in school. And I don't really want to open my phone to look at a game when I'm still occupied with work. So I apologize that I haven't been active in the game. Man has been... I'm not out to get milk. What am I out to get? A degree.
Looks like there's a lot of good hiding places here in this room.
哇，这里就是员工宿舍。请问
This place hasn't been redecorated even once this whole time. You serious?
I swear it sounds so weird to hear my computer from the headphones that I wear. The thing is that these headphones that I wear don't make me aware of how loud I am when I speak, which is quite scary. The headphones is basically very high on noise cancellation. So if I happen to sound like I'm shouting to my neighbors,
이 방
I apologize to them.
대비는 잘 되어 있나요? 로더스니 이래도 안심できるんです
Bro casually just told us that he has a life. No, you know, I think it's the opposite. I don't think I had a life.
えっと
I tried to have a life.
どこでしょうか
What am I doing today?
It was somewhat successful.
はいどうすま
Did I read Lone Trail? No, but I'll be able to read now that everything ended on my side, like as in my school. This is why I'm not a proper gacha player. I've never ever called myself a proper gacha player. Oh my god. How many sixes do I have? Okay. I'm gonna play Lone Trail, but here's the thing. I want to play Lone Trail in a very fun manner. I'm going to do it with a post Lone Trail squad. Okay, we do this. No, but we go by rarity. So there's gonna be Civilite, there will be Escalon. You. Technically I need to add Whistlebell. Okay, who else is there? Eh? Oh wait, no, I should go by acquisition date. What am I doing? Acquisition date would have been so much better. Shu, Dagon. I guess I'll use Lessing just because he's there. Oh my god, I have to use Viviana. Oh my god, I have to use Virtuosa's fine. I think this is as post as you can get. Like, yeah, there's the Holderer and everything there, but we'll live with this. Holy shit, no medic. I mean, Shu's kind of a medic. And no Vanguard. I'm gonna win. Should I be starting from level 1? I don't think you all want to watch level 1. Let's do it from the EX onwards, okay? Let's go.
Keep track
How
of my
does this work,
position.
Lian?
I'm ready to strike.
I no longer remember. What's this event? How does it work?
Idziemy.
Oh damn.
An eye for an eye.
Is Visita gonna kill everyone?
A tooth for a tooth.
死活人有真可怜，今天
Oh!
轮到你挡。
You absolute failure. Can't even kill.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte Rat, den ich dir geben kann.
What the hell? How many fucking failures must I have?
Noch immer warte ich auf noch immer deine Beine.
Failures!
Wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
Hold my hand tight and your breath with it. What comes next might be a little disorienting, but press on.
Can you push the ball by hitting it? I actually forgot the mechanic. In adjacent tiles, right? So if I hit the ball backwards, it would move, right? Okay. I need to replay the tutorial? Yes.
美好的日子真是怎么过都过不完呢。
I got this.
I have time, don't I?
A tooth for a tooth.
Da, wo ich das Einzige, was einen Zweihänder ausbremsen kann, ist die Feigheit seines Besitzers.
这是毒奏。
Wait, I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I don't have time. I should have just left fucking Lessing there. I wanted to just redeploy and set up everyone. There's no time for that.
Don't look back. Seeing me again means you're safe. Keep track of my position. I'm ready to strike.
칼날의 기세는 눈에 보이지 않습니다. 칼집 안에 있다고 얕보지 않는 게 좋을 겁니다.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt.
I have a feeling the dogs have high resistance. I think I'm not
No one
wrong.
can see me. No one know meet me. Meet your death.
任务简报都是废纸，我清楚你要干什么。把我派到这里，别急别急。
Holy shit, they vanish.
표정이 소리에 응하여 울린다.
I swear, Wizardell feels like an advertisement for your laundry detergent.
엘레지가 들린 돌을 어루만지는 비 운명의 장막이여.
I'm quite sure if you're some new player that just got in the game, or even if you're some mid-game veteran player, you could probably just go through every stage with a Wizardell and the logos and you beat everything. I know some say, oh no, you already had the Wizardell. Wizardell is the one that solves everything. But still, if you want to have extra comfort, you rather run more people if you can. And it's just the two of them. Wait, I actually feel like I didn't need to put Ella there. I could have just put Wizardell there and the ball was still.
指甲的颜色呢？猜猜看。
Oh else.
是由什么染的？
Use Wizardell skill 2 in non-trail more. Oh, why? Is there something specific about her? I'll read up what there is
Gehen
later.
wir. Rechtzeitiges Aufbrechen ebnet den Weg für
Okay,
eine
wait,
frühe
let's see.
Rückkehr.
So the red box is there. Okay.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte
I love
Rat, den
using
ich dir geben kann.
Viviana
Noch immer deine Beine
on high
zusammenzubinden,
resistance
wird dir nicht
enemies.
beim Fliegen helfen.
任务简报都是废纸，我清楚你要干什么。
Did you just minus block my Viviana? What the fuck? Guys, I swear I feel like I'm learning stage mechanics all over again. This is what happens when you make me replay EX stages. I'm a new player now. Yes, I'm witnessing Lone Trail for the first time.
Good. I suppose you've already got a plan.
I could. Oh no, I should open with Dagon. Ah, that's probably the best one to open with.
조종이 소리에 응하여 울린다.
Still manning to use your weapon to tell me who you are.
경계에 세워진 표시. 종원을 바로잡아라.
真是危险呢，这也要我出马？
Loco's gonna die.
I got this. Focus elsewhere.
Kuki, I remind you about gravity buff/debuff.
风化你，正当竭力。
I recall that gravity has something to do with the damage is higher when you're facing the gravity and lower when you're not. That's as much as I remember. But am I gonna bother with it? Probably not.
여기서 기다리지. 돌을 어루만지는.
君你一行，古语意。
Yeah, there's something about movement speed as well.
You want my opinion? Emotion is meaningless here.
Oh wait, that was it? I somehow felt like there would be more things in this stage.
Manchmal vergleiche ich dich mit dem alten Mann. Das Ergebnis ist recht offensichtlich. Wäre er hier, würde er aufgeregt Leute anschreien. Oh ja,
It's more
das macht
ESPD.
er auch,
Whistler
wenn er
has
sich
lower
freut.
ASPD each time. What's Whistler's skill 2 that you speak of? Attack interval is shortened. Attack strike 3 enemies at once. Attack strike 4 times in a row with 70% attack. And randomly attack targets within attack range. I see. So some of you are liking it just because she'll feel like a Gatling gun. She'll attack a lot faster with the ASPD improvement. Yeah, actually not wrong. This skill is going to be very good in this event if you can use the ASPD effect well. And it pops up quite fast as well. 25 seconds, cooldown time very short, 25 SP if it's M3. Yeah, this skill is pretty freaking good.
要是我死了，腐朽
I should build that skill too as well.
大家吃烤土豆吧。
Sound of muddy air, tracks of animal. I'll keep a watch that way.
Oh yeah, this guy will.
How soon do you want them gone?
He'll walk his way towards the up.
You want much still soaking yourself in the past?
Ich habe schon, hier stehe ich. Du kommst nicht vorbei.
조종이 소리에 응하여 울린다.
You want my still soaking yourself in the past?
여기서 기다리지. 볼을 어루만지는 그 운명의 창문.
But this sucks. Oh, did Dagger just smack her way to killing the guy? That's cool.
Conviction will throw you off pace.
Wait, let's sing. There's no way you're gonna kill him.
Emotion is meaningless here.
How good is Logos at killing before they reach the up? Pretty good. Pretty heckin' good. Wow. If only I activated Shu earlier. There's a chance that the guy would have TP'd. GG though.
You want my use your weapon to tell me who you are.
I'm face tanking the stage mechanics. I mean, it just goes to show how older units just don't make me think of stage mechanics. Older units, sorry, newer units. Oh, I remember this stage. Yes, yes, I do. Fascinating stage.
I got this. And that will slow them down.
표정이 소리에 응하여 울린다. 여기서 기다리지. 영혼의 강. 피안으로 건너가리.
Go and do the investigation task. Oh yeah, you reminded me that I need to do that. I forgot. It's okay. I'll do them when I want to.
And that will slow them down.
You know, I'm quite sure you're supposed to think of the down and up within the stage, but the way I'm playing simply doesn't care. I mean, GG, right? I placed only 3 units down, and I'm donezo. I mean, Logos is also so good. He's just ripping them apart. What do you think of Logos? Sorry, not Logos, Wistadel. Now that you finally get to use her and experience her in the game. Ooh, someone might dodge. Never mind. Wistadel feels less broken at max level and without module. less broken at max level without module. But that's exactly my Wizardel, no? It's not max level. It doesn't run any modules right now. Does it still feel less broken? What is this stage? Oh, the car stage.
Not using Wisadle feels wrong and right at the same time.
Wrong and right?
You can go do something else. Still mulling things over, Dr. Perfectionist?
Keep moving ahead with confidence.
Focus on the
and don't
car,
let
then I'm like,
seeing
oh,
my
that gun
friends
you can
do
get
the
that
same.
dog. Oh wait, it's a different blue box. What am I thinking? I fell off? I'm sleepy! It's 3 AM. I've been having good sleep schedule. Don't mind me.
音符坠入回忆，旋律响彻脑海。
Do CM? No, I'm not gonna do CM because it's not
How
rewarded
soon do you want them
to
gone?
do CM.
春风化雨，正当节令。
真是危险呢，这也要我出马？
You want my opinion? Still mulling emotion is meaningless here.
Oh my god, Dagger one-shots the car.
No one can see me.
GG, I think.
No one knows my name.
死活人又别急，人人有份儿。死活人又在废话，那老东西骂人可真难听。
You want my conviction will throw you off pace.
Dagger is so strong.
No one. You stepped into my domain.
You want my emotion is meaningless here.
钻到了无白路众高山，
GG, the car is so
高分众
like
平川。
the car gets wiped, the shielders gets wiped, everything dies. Dagger's gonna get her skill.
把我派到这里，
It's absolute
谁
GG.
告诉你，我每次都会倒数的？
They're gonna fly down into the stairs. Oh no, okay, they took a different path. I'm quite sure Dagger's gonna one-shot them though.
Still mulling things over. Still soaking yourself in the past.
Oh my god. Irene can't do that.
물에 고정된 형태가 없듯 전쟁에
maybe she can.
정해진 형태가 없다고 하였습니다. 이토록 비범한 전술과 결단력이라니. 박사님이 어떠한 과거를 보내오셨는지 짐작조차 가지 않는군요.
BTW Wisadle Module Level 3 is a 50% damage increase.
Oh, is it? Holy shit. No wonder you guys say that it feels broken. But even without it, she's already freaking good. 50% is a bit much though. Are you sure?
화살을 시위에 건 이상 더 주저할 필요가 있겠습니까?
I vaguely remember what this stage does.
Ich habe schon das Einzige, was einen Zweihänder ausbremsen kann, ist die Feigheit seines Besitzers.
No one can see me.
I don't even remember who this guy is.
Ruf mich das nächste Mal früher dazu.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt. Deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
Follow me into the shadows.
真是危险呢，这也要我出马？
I remember something quite vaguely about this stage. When the balls open up, you have a bad time.
Warte ich auf längst überfällige Klarheit.
엘레지가 경기에 세워진 표시. 종원을 바로잡아라.
You lot stay up there if it gets risky.
There you go, the balls open up.
Point where I'm clean. I'm done rambling in the dark.
Oh my god, Escalon has been hitting the ball herself.
把我派到这里，别急，神人有份儿。
혼란 속에선
You can go do something else.
I think it's GG. Christina's just gonna do it herself. Oh my god.
Mission accomplished.
Du hast recht, Doktor. Die inspirierendsten Zeilen werden
Montrose!
während eines
Nothing
Sturms geschrieben.
to new gen units. EX7. Oh, this stage. But this stage is gonna be so easy now.
You can go do something else.
“任务简报都是废纸，我清楚你要干什么。”
조종이 소리에 응하리.
Conviction will throw you off pace.
Surely EX8 will be interesting. What do you think? Do you think I'll struggle with EX8? With this squad?
여기서 기다려. 경계에 세워진 표시. 종원을 바로잡아라.
Oh man.
死活了又在，别急，神人有份儿。战场真是个久违的词语。
Angel Sword.
내가 말하지.
Use your weapon.
今年已死，无语。
Alright, Logos, do your thing. Go, mass kill. Oh shit, you died. No mass kill.
这是极限。
I got this. No one can see me. No one, you stepped into my domain.
Never mind. Mass kill. Everyone dies.
演奏自由和阳光。把我派到这里，别急，神人有份儿。
This area is
I mean-
clear of danger for now. Doctor,
There's really no
you
challenge
notice
anymore.
any problem?
That was the whole goal that I have when I say I want to use post Lone Trail units. Like they simplify all the monster stages of the past so easily. Okay, wait, I gotta destroy the balls, right? The balls.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte Rat, den ich dir geben. Lass weiße Rosen. Schlechte Kleingeister.
You can go do something else. You want my opinion?
I got this.
Still soaking yourself in the past?
Oh.
A tooth for a
Still mulling things over, Dr. Perfectionist?
任务简报都是废纸，我清楚你要干什么。把我派到这里，是谁告诉你？我每次都会倒数的。
an eye for an eye.
내가 말하지.
Lass weiße Rosen. Schlechte Kleingeister.
엘레스포를 만지는
Can she TP? Can Kristen TP? TP, TP, do your thing, TP. No, you're not TP immune, are you? Oh shit!
No one can see me. No one meet me. Meet your death.
把我派到这里。
Oh wait, I must destroy the balls, right? Because if I don't destroy the balls, they kapoof, right?
Ich werde der vorübergehenden Stille lauschen.
How soon do you want them gone?
혼란 속에선 아무리 사소한 것일지라도 대세에 영향을 줄 수 있는
Use your weapon to tell.
전황이 복잡한 수도한테는 뿌릴지라도 만구의 흑해를 몰아낼 수 있으리니.
You lot stay up there if it gets risky. But my boat, and that's as far as you go.
钻到了无法了结枯骨生荒草，秋须。
한 수도한테는 뿌릴지라도 만구의 흑해를 몰아낼 수 있으리니.
Woof!
전황이 복잡하니 제가 적당히 대응하겠습니다.
They only remember my blade.
Da wo ich will, kannst rennen, aber ich werde dich kriegen.
Let's sing, why are you so useless?
又在废话。是谁告诉你？我每次都会倒数。
Let's sing!
Ruf mich das nächste Mal früher dazu.
Do something, let's sing!
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt. Eine Beine zusammenzubringen.
No, the fragile, the fragile, the fragile. It's okay. Okay, I need to do something about the arrangement here, and it will probably work.
Jedes Mal, wenn ich scheitere, wickle ich die Bänder enger. Der Schmerz soll mich an alle Torturen erinnern. Nein, du brauchst keine. Ich übernehme auch deinen Teil der Schmerzen.
Let's go.
폭력을 걱정할 필요는 없어. 죽음에는 안식처가 있으니.
How soon do you want them gone?
조종이 소리에 응하여 울린다.
You want my conviction will throw you off pace.
任务简报都是废纸，我清楚你要干什么。
엘레지가 경계의 상황을
你
표시.
们很小心脚下，不如回头看看怎么样？
작은 변화 하나까지도 놓치지 않겠습니다. 이제부터는 한치도 안 되는 촛불일지라도 만구의 흑계를 몰아낼 수 있으리니. 전황이 복파를 멈추십시오. 이 길은 통행 금지입니다.
Points where I'm hearing movement.
Destroy the hacking balls, please.
이제부터는 한치도 안 되는 촛불일지라도 만구의 흑계를 몰아낼 수 있으리니.
这是极限。把我派到这里，就是你费劲想出来的万。
엘레지가 들리는. 여기서 돌을 어루만지는 운명의 장막에서
你们很小心脚下，不如回头看看怎么样？
Okay,
春风化雨，
not a case of everyone is dead.
演奏随时都能开始。想听些什么？尽情的。
한치도 안 되는 촛불일지라도
Oh no, I missed one.
만구의 흑계를 몰아낼 수
it's okay.
있으리니.
钻到了我把你种在土里，你头先找吧。
Okay, I had to deal with this part.
No one can see me.
Oh, and it's also because they're being eaten up by the
No one
balls.
hides behind you.
Wait, does she explode again?
I'm hearing movement.
It's something I can't remember.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte Rat, den ich dir geben kann.
여기서 희미하게 빛나는 숨결. 지식의 깨달은 인지.
She will still explode for every ball
派到这里，你们很
in
小
phase 2.
心脚下，
Okay.
不如
Blass weiße Rosen. Schlechte Kleingeister.
钻到了无法了结的地步，
Guess I'll just die.
就让我来吧。
Ich habe, du kannst rennen, aber ich werde dich kriegen.
Motion is meaningless here.
Is she taking some stairs? The stairs lead up there.
ドクター、あなたたちのことは誰一人忘れないわ。
Okay, I just need to manage the top lane. Then I think this is a clear.
曲终人散，演奏结束之后，琴弦的震动还能持续多久？
Let's go. Let's go for the win. Could Dagger dodge the explosion with her skill? I think she might be able to.
Gehen wir. Rechtzeitiges Aufbrechen ebnet den Weg für eine frühe Rückkehr.
I got this.
A tooth. Eat this.
I thought I died.
You can go do something else.
내가 말하지.
A tooth for a tooth.
Don't die.
여기서 기다리지.
真是危险呢。
경계에 세워진 표시. 종원을 바로잡아라.
死魂里又在废话。是谁告诉你？死魂会倒数。
작은 변화 하나까지도 놓치지 않겠습니다. 전황이 복사를 멈추십시오. 이 길은 통행 금지입니다.
Yeah, you're here for me as needed.
전황이 복사를 멈춥니다. 감히
And that's as far as you go.
Still mulling emotionless meaningless here.
Does it not work?
正常，你很精心。你们很小心脚下，不如
한 수아들은 촛불을 찌라도 만구의 흑해를 몰아내는
站在土里，你从天找。这是毒赠。
I don't think it's a matter of me forgetting what the debuff is. It's more like
이제부터는 당신 다들 멈추십시오.
because Dagon attacks a certain amount of hit count, no matter if debuff or
A
not.
tooth for a tooth. That will slow them down.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besiegt.
Still soaking yourself in the
Will you
past.
be frightened?
You want my opinion?
Okay.
演奏会后，终会安息。
다들 멈추십시오. 이 길은 통행 금지입니다.
Oh my god. Miss Wisida has ran out of crystals, so she might get
这
hit
老东
soon.
西骂人可真难听。
Oh, never mind. Guess not.
No one can see me. They only run right behind you.
How many balls do I still have to destroy? Not so bad, I guess.
Noch immer warte ich auf längst überfällige Klarheit.
Yeah, you're here for me as needed.
You just
魂
died?
里又在废话。那老东西骂人
Someone.
可真难听。真到了无法力重高山，就
I'm done rambling in the dark.
Noch immer warte ich auf
把我派到这里，别急别急，人人有份儿。
조종이 소리에 의하여 울린다.
Lass die Zeit dieser düsteren Nacht ruhen.
Okay, good stuff.
Da wo ich das Einzige, was einen Zweihänder ausbremsen kann.
She's not entering a blue box now, is she? Is she entering a blue box? Is she done? Ah, she is?
想听些什么？
Huh?
Ich bin schon lange bereit.
Can she be blocked?
엘레지가 들린다.
혼란 속에선 아무리 사소한 것일지라도 대세에 영향을 줄 수 있는 법입니다.
死魂灵又在废话，那老东西骂人可真难听。
전황이 보고 놈들이 감히 어디?
Oh wait, there's something about her being only able to be blocked by the number of balls, right? Okay, I vaguely remember that.
Du hast recht, Doktor. Die inspirierendsten Zeilen werden immer während eines Sturms geschrieben.
GG. CWEX. DP cost of guard and defenders are tripled. Who does that affect? Five people are affected. Oh, and it's the starting people. Because I want to deploy diagonally. Oh my god. It might take me a while to figure this one if I want to run the same squad. And then there's still S stages. Okay. Let me let you all know this. Because I'm supposed to still deliver for you guys an Icebreaker game stream. So what I'll do within the weekdays is on either Monday or Tuesday, I'll do another AK stream. We'll do Icebreaker game. And I will continue with the EX stages. So I'll play the CM on that day. And then I'll also play the S stages on that day. So we'll do some icebreakers, we'll do those two things. And we'll fill up the day with that. So it should be good enough. In terms of case investigation, I'm just going to clear the missions on my own. Oh, I hit 100% for one of them. How nice. Yeah, I'll just clear the missions on my own in my free time. So don't mind that. Whereas all these, yeah, I basically clear everything. So these are good. Okay? So I'll get back to this. The reason why I want to start the stream now is it's very late. It's approaching 4 AM and I'm quite sleepy. So I'll start the stream here. I'll be back tomorrow to continue with no, actually to get back into Reverse. I haven't played Reverse for a very, very long time. But I want to experience that story. So I'm going to be playing Reverse tomorrow. And then I'll come back for Arknights right after. Posting my Wizardell pools tomorrow. So look forward to watching that. Okay? So this was a bit more of a chatting stream. And I'll see y'all back in the later few streams. Alright? Good night all of you. See y'all soon. Arknights Weekly shall come back this week. Alright? Bye bye. Night.